So guys, I am right here and I'm back with my favorite strategies with lots of indicators, with a heavy, I don't know, I'm not telling that it's quite difficult because sometimes it's quite simple and it's even simpler that you have two indicators or one indicator. And today is going to be 3 moving averages. This is 4, but it's going to be 3 moving averages and MACD and stochastic oscillator. And if you are looking for some fun in trading, or if you want just to test yourself, this is the perfect strategy, but it's quite safe. So I think it's going to be so pleasant that you just gotta use it. So we start. So as just I promised, it's gonna be heavy load up, difficult, or at least just the strategy with lots of indicators, because I am also a little bit tired of this, these videos with the 2 indicators where especially I'm just, using some popular strategies, but anyway, whereas some of the indicators you can ignore. And in many strategies, it is like that, and especially when there are a lot of them, indicators, but when there are 2 indicators and you are not using one of them, it is looking like a little bit different. So we are starting with this strategy, and it's gonna be 3 moving averages, and one is SMA to EMAs, and the next indicator is gonna be the MACD, as you may see, and the last one is gonna be the stochastic oscillator. I am just finishing with all setups, and actually with this strategy we are having so many of them. You may see some moving averages so different, looking so different, because the period actually matters. And in some cases, on some stages, it's gonna be some of these indicators working together, and other situations, other indicators. So we just gonna see. So we just start. I am not gonna be, I hope I'm not gonna be so talkative, just to show you how it is actually working. So what is going on just right here? Here, my favorite one, MACD, is showing us we got some crossing, so we are expecting the changes of the tendency, and the green line of the MACD is just showing us we're getting downward. So with this clear sign, with this perfect and clear sign, and especially just approved for the moving average with the SMA, we are without no fear just getting into this downward path. And let's see. So you may see that it's perfectly working, and look what just happened with the stochastic oscillator. Stochastic oscillator is quite flat, 2 moving averages also quite flat, and these lines are actually giving us a hint. It's not going to be the drastic change, and it is just approving what we already seen with the first moving average and the MACD. It's going to be the downward movement, but quite stable one, so we are quite safe right now. So let's go next, and with these strategies with so many indicators, it's so actually interesting just to see how it's going to be working. And look at that, MACD actually showing us that we are getting a little bit upward, but I made my bet for a downward movement. And look what's going on with the all moving averages, what's going on with the stochastic oscillator, and I want to just show you the result and then discuss why and how and what and everything. So we just got it. What actually gave us this understanding that it's going to be the downward movement? If I'm being honest, and never mind that here moving averages are quite flat and we got it as a profit, I've been just predicting with all of that it's going to be the peak point. Look at the moving average with the SMA, it's perfectly showing us we're getting downward. But MACD lines, yep, it was quite showing us we're getting upward, but in a moment we were predicting that this is the highest point, this is the resistance line, and in a minute it's gonna be the crossing and we're gonna fall. So this is what we just had it, and with the moving averages it was quite also visible that we are getting downward if you check the whole chart. So right here right now, check the moving average, the orange one, check the stochastic oscillator and check the MACD. What we are having here. Yep, we are just expecting it's going to be the crossing of the MACD, and actually all indicators showing us we're getting upward, but I made my bet for downward. Why? Because MACD lines are going to cross each other, and we already just detecting that, and after that crossing, it's going to be the change. It's going to be the change, because all the time, and I'm repeating that like that, it's just working like that. So we made it almost with the full bank, and with the full bank actually, and waiting for the result. So we are so close to actually not have it as a profit. But anyway, the theory and the meaning of it were just correct. And yeah, but I am having it all these two as a profit. But high volatility, small candles, small fluctuations, quite risky in that case. But we were just right in time because everything is changing so fast on that chart. And these key indicators just showed us what is going to be in that short period, and we just entered right in time. So, let's see. We are again and again kind of expecting just see what actually going on with the MACD. We detect some crossing, and the stochastic oscillator showing us we're getting a little bit. It was a little bit downward, but started to be a little bit upward. But MACD and moving average a little bit, giving us some understanding that it's going to be some downward movement. But when? The main thing is when. Because MACD right here, you may see it's just crossed, but it started to be flat. That's bad. That's the bad sign. That's actually could mean that we could have it as a win or just have it, like in the same position. But let's see, there's actually not so many seconds left, and when all two lines of the MACD is so flat, it actually means that we are getting the flat also on the chart, because it's just the candles like the orange, the green, the orange, the green, the orange, the green, or all the candles just at the same level. And I am having this one as a profit, and that one too. Just that one too. We were right in time, right, correct about that, and there was no magic, but just your thinking. So finally I just found the situation we could make it in for an upward bat, because moving average showing us, and MACD was actually getting us distracted by trying to cross with its lines, but I think still have some time. And plus the last candles were orange, so if it's gonna be the crossing, we could be quite safe because it's gonna be an upward movement. So that's just all correct, all fine. Let's see. And just check it out how perfectly working. It is just perfectly working. And you may ask me, why do we have these moving averages? 2 extra moving averages. Just for fun, I'm gonna tell you. So, that strategy, you may actually use 3 indicator. And the SMA here is perfectly visible, perfectly working. And we ended also with a profit in this one. So let's make it the last one. I kind of like it. I like when you can actually have many things just to pay attention to, that you have many tools just to be safe, and you need some knowledges, you need some previous experience, but that what makes actually this quite interesting. I made my bet, and I made it for an upward movement just because, and even without any specific things, it is quite visible that we are at the lowest point. We just hit the support line, and we are expecting, together with the MACD lines crossing, we are expecting some upward movement. And all my bets, I made it the last 5 bets. Are gonna prove me right, I hope, because I am detecting this orange candle, but I just have no time to any doubts, on the chart. I am just having the stochastic oscillator showing us that it just was break, and the stochastic oscillator, I need to tell you, is more about the candles. not about the tendency. MACD more about the tendency. So if you need if you have the shorter period, stochastic oscillator actually could help you. So I just got it. 5 last profits, and just living this strategy, just living it for you guys, just to try it. So it's done, but it's done. I am quite satisfied. Nothing just broke. Nothing was breaking, in that strategy, or just made me feel a little bit, insecure or something like that. I just love it. And after the long period of having so simple videos, I quite enjoyed making it this time. So if you need any specific explanations, if you have some questions, you can ask me. I'm gonna give you more hints, or I'm just gonna give you some, signals just to help you to trade, or some explanations for some maybe easier thing just to start. So anyway, all the links below this video or just in my bio, and you can text me, and you gotta stay